This is the Merienda Stories podcast.
We aim to offer a virtual table for people all over the world to share their stories. Because we believe that exchanging life experiences is one of the best ways to learn, grow, and enrich life.
We are just real people having real conversations about real life.
Over a nice merienda, why not? My name is Ana.
And I am Jesus.
And we are your hosts at Merienda Stories. Hola.
Hola! Welcome to the first episode of Merienda Stories. Today we have
Some guests. We will bring them in now.
Go.
Yeah.
My aim is bigger than yours. Wait.
And stick it to the edge. Merienda Stories. And today we have some special guests. We're really excited for this one. So I'm going to introduce them. This is Mark and Isa San Diego. Isa and I actually grew up together. And she's really one of my best friends. And I would say that among our friends, I don't know, is this true actually? I think among our group of friends, you guys, the two of them are the one of the longest lasting, if not the longest lasting relationship, right? Since high school. I think so.
I would like to confirm.
Wow. And they look really happy. Really, it's really so important that you are doing the first episode with us.
15 years? I know, are we 15 years?
No, I think we're 18 now.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Well, we're gonna hear more about their story later. Something that happened also before the pandemic was they got married in Italy, and I would say it was one of the most beautiful weddings I've been to. So it was really, really nice.
Oh.
The money.
And the stress.
But it's a memory forever. And then aside from this, of course, they're also my idols in terms of entrepreneurship. So we're going to hear a little bit about their business, how they've started it, how they've grown, and how they manage it together. So I would say I see them as both very creative, but also very strategic and highly driven people. So it's really, really inspiring for me. I'm sure for a lot of our friends also, and hopefully for our listeners today. Yeah. So
One question. So you are guys living in the Philippines, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Where? In Manila? In the
Yes,
capital?
we're at Manila, which is in Luzon, and we're in a city called Pasig.
Yes.
So it's one of the second or third busiest city in Metro Manila, like from Makati and BGC.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Cool. Yeah. So we're really excited to have them both today. Talk about life, talk about business, talk about just everything. So yeah, let's start.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
so
Nice introduction. I'm so touched.
We're
Here.
very happy to be here. Thank you for having us.
So you already told us how do you meet? You met in high school, right? And since then you have been together, kind of.
How do you know that, Jesus?
Yeah, we've been together for
We met in high school. Isa was a sophomore. I was a junior. Yeah. And I first saw Isa in a party, one of their Assumption parties, and I thought she was wearing white. And in my mind,
I
thought
didn't
she was
see
wearing
him in that party, and I didn't believe he was there because I didn't see him. And then I said, "Really? If you were there, what was I wearing?" And he said, "You're wearing white." And I said, "I was not wearing white. I was wearing black." So I think you're looking at another
Somebody
girl.
else.
Oh, so
Is
it
that
was not like
true?
red and pink, it
It's
was black and
true.
white.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
maybe
did you figure it
she was like an
out?
angel. Right.
You remember that sophomore party that
In Wakwak.
in Wakwak?
Yeah.
He was there. I was with someone else.
Yeah, but I can imagine
So-
everybody went so wasted in that party that you can forgive everything that happened there, right?
No, we never got wasted. We went to an all girls Catholic school. We were very good girls.
Ah, yes.
All girls Catholic school. All they drink is fruit punch. You know Kool-Aid? That's all they drink. Kool-Aid.
Sometimes people put something in their drinks, but they don't. But
When
it
boys
but it really happens quite really often. So I think we should get worried about that because it happens really often. Anyway.
But
But
that was
wait,
almost 18 years ago. So we were very conservative then.
yeah, and what happened since then? Like, how has it been? Like, tell us your love story, how you got together, and then
So I called my batchmate and I said, "Who's that girl? Who's that girl? I want to meet her." So I was like the head of my batchmate in Basal, Green Hills, of my whole batch, and then so I organized a party just to meet Isa.
Yeah.
And
nice.
a Halloween
Yeah, I
party
think I
Wow.
remember that.
both schools
And the
And
party was in
staged.
our Cabarcada's house, Micah Figueroa's
Yeah,
house.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, that's
That's
why you
what-
say that was where you met. It was actually the other party, but this is like kind of the official one where you
That's
met.
where we officially met.
You should
Ah, I
Yeah.
didn't know
Let me get
that.
Mark wants to get the photo. But that's where he liked that photo because he looks so good and I look so bad.
Why?
So he has two reasons to like the
Yeah.
photo.
Yeah, so for the people who don't
When
know
we first,
the school.
This
when we first met.
Oh
our
my
first
gosh.
photo ever. Our first-
Wow,
This
Max,
is a
you were
Halloween party.
like,
I was
Wow,
vampire,
Mark, nice.
yeah.
and Isa was a DJ.
Yeah, and that's it. We were just well, we dated for a while, and then I think after a year we ended up together. I was dating this guy, and Anna did not like this guy, by the way. He did like this guy, and it was just like after this, I dated this guy. I was like, oh, I don't like the experience of boys, and I think I don't want to have a boyfriend till I graduate college. I said that to myself. I said I don't even have to get married. I don't want to have a boyfriend. And then I met Mark, and when I met Mark, we ended up together. I didn't even look around anymore.
Isa was my first girlfriend.
Yeah, I was his first girlfriend.
Oh,
but this is really how it works, right? Like when you are searching, you will never find. I don't know, because you might sound desperate or needy. And when you say, I don't want anything, then one day you go somewhere and you meet the person. It really happens. It's
really,
totally
Jesus?
counter
And you did that.
Can you relate,
It really
guys?
happens.
Is that true, Jesus?
Well, sometimes it doesn't happen like that. But yeah, actually, when I met Joanna, I was not really hoping this platform, and we met. But I was really looking forward to meet someone in short term. I was just checking my possibility.
Okay, good.
So you got together. You were many years together, I guess, and eventually you decided, let's start our own business. How did that happen?
Yeah,
What
wow.
was the process that led to that?
Isa had a very colorful career.
Yeah.
She had more career changes than I did, and I think it's very fun because she
Yeah.
started off working in Singapore as well. She was self-sufficient. She was on her own in Singapore.
Yeah,
She
I
it
remember.
really took a week to find her a space. She didn't have a job when we moved there. So everything happened so quick. But prior to that, she also was in the acting industry.
Yeah, I tried a lot of things.
She has her own POG. It's like this Filipino game that you do with
Oh
your
my
hands.
gosh, yeah.
She had her own character and her name there. So I was very proud to now also keep the POG. Because I used to play
Yeah,
POG
yeah,
growing up.
yeah.
So from there, a huge career. And she even went to London to study art for a couple of months.
Yeah, I tried a lot of things, and I think it was really because we were so young, and I just wanted to experience a lot of things. And every time there was an opportunity, I just grab it. But when I was in Singapore, I was working in a small boutique PR events firm, and because it was small, I was exposed to a lot of things. Like I had to do accounting things, I had to work with clients, suppliers. So it was really guys, sorry, it's raining. But anyway,
Oh,
it was a really
Whoa. Like,
oh my god, it's really
Oh my
raining
God.
hard.
Oh my
Sorry
God.
about the audio. So I was exposed to a lot of things of running a small business, and during that time, Mark was starting out a furniture business, and he was all alone. He was getting a lot of huge clients, and we would talk about it, and he was having a hard time. And And I just felt like, oh, I'm doing all this work for someone when I can actually do it with you and help you out. So my plan was actually I wanted to move to London. I wanted to do art in London, like work in a gallery in London. And I told
Also
him,
in Singapore, right?
yeah, in Singapore, but I wanted to do it in London. And I said, okay, I'll go home from Singapore and help you fix your business, and then I'll go to London. So for me, it was a temporary thing, and then it just continued on. Like I couldn't leave already because the business kept growing and growing, and there we've been in the business for almost 9 years, and from furniture design it became interior design and other branches of design, so but mostly interior design. Yeah, so that's how it started.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, I remember when you were moving to Singapore, and it was like, what are you doing, Is? And yeah, I think it's super cool how you say that it was like a way for you to learn different things. And then eventually I'm guessing that this has been super useful also in your experience together.
So we would be on it was Skype then, right?
Yeah.
And he would tell me like, oh, I don't know how to build this person, or and I was at the same time I was doing invoices for my clients. It's like, oh, I can make an invoice for you, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
It's very easy to put up a business in the Philippines, I guess, because it's such a service-oriented country.
Yeah.
Like from wood workshops to servicing your clients, just choosing what to get and stuff. It was easy. But in terms of like making it to a business, I think Isa really was the one who made it happen, who made the business happen, who made it more legit. I was throwing a fit with Google Drive. I didn't know how to use Google Drive growing up. And I remember us like a week to teach how to use Google Drive or Excel. She's like, no, I'm the artist. Let me create.
But Mark, why did you get into that field itself, like furniture design and interior design?
I think what me and Isa shared growing up, we both are so creative. I love being in the creative scene. I fell in love with art because of Isa as well. And Isa has this thing like she knows the trends before it hits the market. She loves to research. She loves to know. She's like an encyclopedia. Like, Mark, did you know this? All these information of artists, of development, of craftsmanship. It's just amazing when she introduced me to the art world here in the Philippines. It was just starting. And honestly, she's also the first one to blog. I was so proud of her. Yeah, I was like, what are you doing? So what's that? And she was blogging and stuff like that.
And we'd go on dates, like we'd love to go to museums, art galleries. Like we kind of like our relationship was also grounded on design and art,
Yeah.
But Mark was really like, you could tell early on that he really had the talent for it, and he knew what he wanted to do. Whereas me, I'm always like, oh, I don't know what to do. I just want to explore. But he knew early on that.
I guess I just knew how to network, how to sell to older people, like the titas and titas, the aunties and aunts of Manila, and uncles of Manila. Yeah.
And he's really good with sales.
I'm good with sales. I'm good with closing, and getting and understanding what the person needs in the creative sense.
Yeah, it sounds like you really balance each other out. I think that's what I'm hearing here, actually.
Also. So even if I do like design and creativity, but I let him focus on that so that, we have our specific roles as well. Yeah.
And it's really quite interesting how the pieces fit together at some point, right? Because Isa, you were doing the work for that company. Yeah. You were exposing yourself to so many areas of how to manage a business, and then Mark had this necessity, right?
He was making furniture already.
I was making furniture, yeah.
And you were really what he needed for the business, and you were there. So I think the lesson here is expose yourself, because you never know when this is gonna be of great use.
Yeah, I agree.
What you are doing.
Yeah, sometimes
because you could have said, Isa, no, I want something much more comfortable. I don't want to expose myself to so much stuff. This is stressing. This is what is this. I want to really focus on something, because now it's like focus on something and become great at something. And actually for you, this worked really, really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did. It was a good balance. She kept pushing. That's very common. I was always living in a bubble.
Yeah, I was always surprised with Mark because he would really make nice designs and he would always get clients. Like there was never a time that we wouldn't have a client. And I was like, there's something here, like the fact that we would keep going on for 9 years when we'd never had a dry spell.
Yeah, even during the pandemic, like the 2 years of
Even
living
during
in
the
the pandemic,
pandemic.
we'd have new clients.
So I
Um,
couldn't leave. Like it was really interesting also. And I was also scared to hire staff. So for because we've been up for almost 9 years. We only started hiring staff on the 4th or 5th year. And before that I was doing everything, all the bookkeeping, the government things, and Mark was
The
doing
taxes.
the taxes.
Oof,
And everybody
yeah.
said you should start hiring, and I was so scared to hire.
but we have someone doing that now.
But now we have a whole team already, and yeah, so that's
Which is also why the company is called Design ISM. Isa owns more, so she has 2 letters. I only have 1. So it's IS, Isabel, and then Mark for the M.
Well, we didn't really give much thought to the company because when I was registering, I'm like, just give me a name. I have to register now. Just quit.
But would you also say, I read it as designism.
Yeah, it was just like a play.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
I honestly
Ah,
really want to
nice.
change it eventually, but yeah.
It
But
grew
it's
with
good
the
already.
clients. Yeah, they always call us Design ISM.
Yeah. Okay. But then it's just like the other playful side of it.
And guys, when you decided to partner in this business, did you give it a second thought? Like, wait, I mean, we are already a couple, many years together, and do we want to now be also business partners? Like we are gonna work and live together, and basically the whole 24 hours per day together. How was that? Did you have, I don't know, struggled with it, or it just worked for you?
Do you want the truth? Or do you want the Merienda?
I always want the truth. But you are free to decide which level of truth you want to
I'm not sure I would recommend it for everyone. That's the truth. Yeah. But the thing is, I think Mark and I, ever since we were dating, we kind of work well together. Like we would do a lot of stuff. Like there was one time Mark wanted to sell shirts, and I was like, okay, I'll help you sell shirts. Or like there was one time, I don't know, I wanted to do this charity thing, and he helped me. So we're used to doing like things together, working together. But business is a whole different thing. You're dealing with clients, you're dealing with contracts, and
you're also dealing with how to keep your relationship not about the business all the time. Because being entrepreneurs, you don't have a set schedule or time. People call you at 8 or 9, or they don't call you. They call you at 6 in the morning or 8 in the morning the next day.
Or after work, you're thinking about it.
You're still thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it different. I mean, that was the difficult part. Like most of our career became a relationship. There wasn't, and then Isa always told me that we have to keep things spicy. There, Mark, left and right. But it was I think that was the difficult part, balancing your love life and your your work life.
Yeah, we always challenge ourselves to still keep the romance and the love there, and that's really a challenge. Like we would still work up to weekends. Even until now, we work until weekends, but it took a while for us to really keep the relationship there. Like I think until now we still struggle with that.
Yeah.
But the good thing about it is
there's online laundry shops.
No, I was gonna say the good thing about it is that we got a lot of the our relationship got deeper at an early age.
Yeah.
So
I think we matured too early.
We matured really early.
Yeah.
We discussed how to handle money as a couple early. We discussed how our values are to be early, how we want to deal with clients, how we want to deal with people, how to respect one another. So all the heavy stuff that you end up probably dealing with in marriage, we dealt with it in our 20s. So by the time we got married, it it was easy for us to
Yeah,
get
there wasn't any
married.
more transition of his or her assets
Yeah,
being put together. It was really more of like we
just formalizing the marriage and living together. And we had even more fun getting married because we passed all the heavy stuff. Like we
Yeah.
had the heavy stuff early, but there was heavy stuff. Like we
there really
had
was heavy stuff.
a lot of bad fights because we were trying to get to know each other in terms of our values, or like money. Also, we fought a lot about money and
Also
um,
dealing with other people.
dealing with
Mm.
clients, suppliers, leadership. Like Mark and I would
The
fight a lot
style.
about like how he should deal with his staff because we have
Mm.
different leadership styles.
We never, I mean, for 9 years of being in business, we never shouted once at our staff, and we're very proud of that.
Mm.
We also do give them overtime. We hate overtime.
Yeah, but
Um,
there's
It's
I always get
true.
mad at Mark because he's always he's strict with his projects, and I always tell him, oh, you don't want your staff to leave
But
you,
I
or-
don't shout.
Yeah, he doesn't shout.
I always say that, how would you feel if you were the client and this is the service we give?
Yeah.
I don't shout. I give
Yeah.
them warnings. This is your first warning.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my
the
God.
warning after 9 years. And our staff are happy. I mean,
And our staff have been with us for like 4 or 5 years. It's so
Hmm.
nice that
Oh,
they
it's
really
good.
we treat them as family. Yeah.
yeah.
They can see growth there too.
They're like practice for our kids.
Yes.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Like,
So
literally,
instead-
all girls, I'm like, how do we
Yeah, I know.
teach them?
Yeah, for sure you learn a lot of abilities regarding how to treat people and so on. And I actually think that the
Exactly.
fact that you have two different leadership styles is not really bad. It's like you can learn from each other and complement
Yeah.
each other and find the sweet spot. So
Hmm.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
and
totally get it.
yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool advice. I think it's also recognizing each other's strengths and kind of balancing each other out. So I think that would be, I guess, something that any couple who's working together can also keep in mind. And I also like what you guys said about the talking about all those foundational difficult things early on. I think, I mean, you guys were put in that situation where you had to do it because you were working together and starting up a business together.
Yeah.
So you just kind of were in a circumstance where it happened naturally. But I think that's really, I guess, important for any relationship also. It's like to make sure that you guys are, addressing those and actually bringing to the surface all of those different topics to strengthen yourselves, even if you know that
Yeah,
it'll
exactly.
be tough along the way. So yeah.
But I will have to say, I give it to Mark because we really had a lot of tough times because when you're in business, you have to deal with clients, right? Not
Service
like
and then
service industry,
yeah.
right? But if you're in a relationship, if things get tough, you can just kind of like, oh, I don't want to deal with it right now, or maybe, but in a business, if a client is angry or you have to make decisions, you really have to face it, right? So we've had a lot of big fights, and a lot of times on my part, I just didn't want to continue. I mean, because I'm just the type like, okay, I don't want to continue. But the reason, a big reason why we've lasted as long as Mark never gave up on our marriage. That's really on him. He's not the type. He really fights for it, even if we have big fights. He's the one who really says no.
He just kicked me out twice already.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to go
What?
back to mom's house.
Yeah.
I wanna stay in the car.
Oh, guys.
It's
That's my
part of it.
personality.
It's part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that saying that they said like, oh, only relationships end if like, you give up on it. And
Yeah.
Mark was the one who really didn't give up. Like I probably gave up 10 times and along the road.
And I slept in how many chairs already.
Yeah. But
Oh,
he's the
that's
one who said like, no, he really fought for the relationship the whole time.
yeah. It's commitment,
Kudos to
right?
him.
That's commitment, right?
Yeah.
So I think people really I knew it. You guys were the right guests for this. Like there's so much to learn from you, both from a relationship, personal perspective,
also
and
still
also
learning.
business
We're
wise.
still learning.
Yeah.
Really.
We always talk, and I think talking is the best formula for
Yeah.
any relationship.
That's
Just to-
Communication is key
Yeah.
everywhere. Relationships, work, really, it's key
Exactly.
everywhere.
Yeah.
By the way, do you have any merienda you would like to show?
Yeah, before we ask for
Yes.
the advice, let's do a lighter topic.
Oh.
Merienda.
Nice. So I can show you maybe. I have these. This is marshmallow sweets.
Aru.
We got them from two very good friends from Anna. Actually, you, because it was her birthday recently, and you sent it to Munich. Thank you very much. So that I could try it also, because if not, probably she wouldn't leave me anything. And I'm gonna have, it's a pack of 4, and I already ate the other 3. It's really
No
delicious.
way. So you're
No?
not leaving. So guys, basically this was a birthday present for me, but it was sent to Jesus's flat. So now he's eating it, and I haven't tried it.
What can I do? I mean, it's summer, it's hot. I don't want it to get bad, really.
Okay.
No, but I am saving for you most of it.
No, but thank you. That was from Isa, Mark,
Yeah.
and our high school friends.
Really
So
cool stuff.
yeah,
Thank you, high
guys.
school friends.
Shout out.
What else do you have? What else do you have?
I don't really have a merienda. I just have a drink, but it's like
Oh,
it's super hot now, summer. So I have a summer drink. Actually, Jesus was the one who encouraged me to make this yesterday. So it's ginger, and then like I freeze fruits. I always have frozen fruits in the
That's such a
freezer.
great idea.
Jesus knows this. Like my freezer is half filled with like fruits, and then mint and then lemon. So good. Yeah.
Okay, are you ready
Nice.
for ours?
yes.
Ours is foccacia bread.
Oh my
should have-
god.
Whoa.
From Shello's Kitchen. Ooh, I love that.
Wow.
So
Best
Shello's one
friend
of our other
also.
friends.
Look how look how
Sulit.
Juicy
thick it
Fresh.
is and fresh.
and it comes with a hummus spread. This is my favorite.
Oh my god,
hummus
so
spread.
good. So good.
So this hummus is very naturally made with the hands of the chef.
So
Is
it's
it like hummus paprika or?
yeah, what is it? Sweet chili?
I think so.
Yeah, sweet chili,
Sweet
but
chili.
the chef uses chickpeas.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah,
Chickpeas?
I think
Uses
she.
chickpeas.
What is this? Sweet pepper.
Sweet paprika.
Sweet pepper.
Sorry.
Yeah, sweet pepper. Yeah.
Nice.
We might
Blends.
if you guys want to have the chef behind Shello's Kitchen on the show, please comment below. We might invite her and encourage
might
her to
invite
be
her.
on the show.
But only if she sends us some food to try.
To Germany.
Asian.
She's Asian. And maybe you can make her tell you the secret recipe, but I doubt.
I
It's
doubt
really
it.
good. Like
No,
they
I
it's
doubt.
super
they
good,
sell so
yeah.
much here in Manila.
Yeah,
I
Everyone
got to
swears
try
by
it last year. So
you're
good.
lucky.
I think we want to close with like advice for people. So maybe first we want to ask for your advice for aspiring entrepreneurs, like people who are just starting it, thinking about starting a business. What would you say to them?
Oh, Mark, do you have advice for
Mm,
budding entrepreneurs?
I think it's really more. I don't know. Parang, yeah, I think they have to listen. They have to listen to what not about making. It's not about. It's not always about making money.
Mm,
I have to listen to their heart or what their calling is in life.
Mm.
Yeah, I was very lucky that at a young age, I found my calling very quick. I've known a lot of friends and family relatives that have a hard time knowing what they want till this very age. They keep shifting careers, shifting. But some people do it for money. But I really think it's really if it
Stick
brings
to
you
it.
joy and happiness,
yeah.
and you look into what that is, and then make a business out of it, make it grow. There's nothing more you'd want to have a successful career with a happy heart.
Yeah.
If you're doing things for money, if you're not happy, honestly, at the end,
It's gonna.
after 5 years down the road, you're going to be burnt out and not happy with it, and just quit.
That's
Oh
so
yeah, that's
true.
really nice, and I see that. That's true because it's not gonna
Good
be
piece of
sustainable. Yeah.
You won't be sustainable.
Yeah.
It has to fulfill you in all the different levels, because you are spending so much time, energy, you are giving your life to that. So it really needs to fulfill you. I mean, there will be difficult moments, there will be easier moments, but still I can imagine it's also sometimes a matter of faith, right? Because when things get tough, you might think about giving up, right?
Yeah.
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 Because if you're not doing it for your passion, if you're doing it for someone else, if you're doing it because of money, if you're doing it for the wrong reasons,
It's hard.
it's
to-
hard. As Anna said, you won't sustain it. It won't be
Yeah.
a sustainable thing.
Yeah.
So
There's
actually,
this triangle. What's the triangle where like you want to find something that you're good at that has an impact on society or that people like appreciate and or
Ikigai.
value? Yeah, ikigai. And
Ikigai.
then something that actually like the world is, needs or something like that, like something they're willing to pay for. I'm gonna look for the actual diagram and put it in the and edit it in so that you guys can
Like-
see that diagram.
Would you guys also have some advice for couples that work together? How to, first of all, do it or no, don't do it at all, or yeah, do it, but consider that because this can be tough, or I don't know, any piece of advice regarding that.
Well, yeah, I think I would say it's not for everyone, but I think that again, it's connected to what Mark said about business, that if you really believe in the business and what you're doing, then you can always, and also if you believe in your relationship, right, then you can always find a way to make it work, whether you're in business or in a long-term relationship. I think that you have to really, really, like what Mark said a while ago, commit and really fight for what you have. And there's if you don't have that commitment, you'll always give up. So that's what I'm saying. Like for our business, we always find a way to make a sale, to make a project follow through, to make our clients happy, even in the most impossible circumstances, because from day one we believed in what we were doing. So, and at the same time, also in a relationship, no matter how hard things got, we always, from day one, we already knew what we have was something we really wanted to keep. So we always fought for it. We always tried to make things work, even if there were times that it just didn't seem like it was going to work out. So I think, yeah, it's just really, I always tell Mark, before you start something, make sure you're going to commit to it. Make sure it's something you really like. And once you do, you have to just hold on and really fight for it and really be creative and make it work, because you already committed to it. So yeah.
You can uncommit to it.
No.
No, you can't.
Oh, guys, well, thank you so much. I think that was like really inspiring from many different angles. There's much more actually I wanted to talk about, because Isa and Mark, aside from their like shared business together, they have their own kind of, I don't know if they're passion projects, but also side businesses on their own. But maybe we'll save it for another episode.
Exactly. This is what I was about to say. We could have part 2.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. It's so fun.
Exactly.
It's just really fun, guys. It's just very
Yeah,
smart.
actually fun. Yeah.
It's our first interview and it was really fun. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you
This is
so
a good
much.
one, like the Merienda.
Yeah.
Cheers.
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 Cool. So thank you again, Isa and Mark, for joining us. And
Thank you, guys.
hope we can meet soon in person and have a real merienda together.
So that's the end of the first episode. Stay tuned for the second one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Don't forget to subscribe to Merienda Stories and watch out for the next episodes. Ciao.
Ciao.
Thank you for joining us at Merienda Stories.
Tune in next time for more stories. Real people having real conversations about real life.
Over a nice merienda. Gracias.
Maraming salamat.
Look very dashing today.
Wow. We just woke up.
Wow.
But I woke up at 6 to watch the Pacquiao fight.
Don't say the result, please. I didn't watch it yet.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I was...
This is important. Meow. Meow.
Where's the other one? It's missing.
Here. Meow.
But Isa's cat is so
Yeah,
Isa's
my
cat is so sweet.
And my cat is from the streets, and Mark's cat is a bred
I had
cat.
to pay for my cat, and she's
You
alpha.
had to
My cat is
pay.
so
Pay.
sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's our
Oh,
relationship advice. Cats.
One thing that is important, I know that you are used to that, but be careful not to mix Tagalog with English.
Oh yeah. True.
For us also, take Tagalog.
Okay,
As if naman Mark knows a lot of Tagalog.
you're safe.
You're safe.
So if you see Mark that I do